it's fine. Fly! Okay, movie. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god. Guys, I need to get a ring light. I mean, come on, like, the lighting in my room, it's not even my bedroom, is really bad. And I decided to film at the worst time ever because it's currently 5:20 and of course it's gonna be pitch black outside. So yeah, I'm gonna try and find another light that I can plug in and turn on for you all because it's just astonishingly bad. It's astonishingly bad. Yeah. Okay, guys, so I've got this. I don't know if this is gonna, no, that's not looking good at all. Maybe if I put it on here, is that good? I don't know, guys, I don't know. Right, you know what, we're just gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it, okay? Right, I'm gonna turn the brightness down for you. Right, shit. Now we have got a little bit of lighting, let's go into the video. So obviously this year has been difficult for everybody, like because of the current like situation we're all in across the world, and obviously it's had a massive impact on your mental health and obviously just day-to-day life as well. So that is why I want to make this video, because I want you all to know that next year, like, which is tomorrow, is literally nothing to worry about. It's just some numbers that, like, a date 22021, it might not even be the actual date. It's literally a date that someone made up that might not even be real, you know, and we're just going along with what this person has said millions, billions and trillions of years ago. So guys, don't worry about next year, and like some of you might be anxious and nervous about like what's gonna happen and all this stuff, but just don't worry about it, because really it's just like a new month, or like it's just a new day. Think of it as a new day. It's just Saturday, like it's just a Saturday. It's no big deal. And I know that I'm getting anxious about New Year and like feeling like I have to push myself, especially in the gym and fitness wise, but really that is not the case. You know, you don't have to go to the gym straight away and eat really, this is just an example, you don't have to go to the gym at the start of January and eat really healthy and diet and push yourself, all this stuff, because in reality it's obviously, it's not gonna work. You know, if you're gonna like be eating like just normally at the moment, like having like normal food like pizza and stuff, and then you completely cut that out, that's gonna really like not work, because you're gonna like do it for like a couple of weeks and then it's gonna be completely out the window. So don't put a lot of pressure on yourself when like the new year comes around. Like just chill, you know, like it's just a Saturday, you know, it's not a massive part of your life. Like, yeah, we all go through it every year, but it's really not that big of a deal, you know. And if you're getting worried about like I don't know, like it being a new year and you feel like you have to push yourself and like remove toxic people and all this kind of stuff and leave them behind in like 2020, don't do it. Just don't do it to yourself, because it's the worst thing ever when you push yourself so much to just get rid of like all these types of people, like especially on social media like TikTok and stuff. People are like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna completely leave you behind in 2020. If you feel like you're not ready, just chill, just don't do it, okay? Just listen to yourself, and if you feel like you're not ready to let go of anybody, to start working out, to start eating healthy, don't do it, you know? Just listen to yourself, like listen to your body. And people are like, oh yeah, you should like write a diary, you know, start a journal, all this type of stuff. Completely go for it. If you want to do that, if you want to start doing that in the new year in like 2021, then completely go for it. Like, I completely support. But what I'm trying to say is don't put so much pressure on yourself because it's a new year. Like, you could start going to the gym in the middle of June, you know, like, or you could start eating healthy in the middle of July, or start swimming in October. You know, it doesn't have to be a new year for you to completely like start all these new things. And I feel like because of the current situation and the coronavirus and everything, like obviously it's a massive impact on everybody, but if you think about it, it's only gonna get like better in the long run. It's not gonna get worse. Yes, the government is putting loads of more like tiers in place and everything, and making you like not see your family and stuff, but once it's all over and once you've gone through the tiers and once you've gone through your lockdowns and everything, it will all be back to normal. Well, it won't be back to normal, but like it will be nearly back to normal, if you kind of get what I mean. Guys, nothing will change in the new year unless you want it to change. So unless you change like a habit or something, nothing will change and it will all stay the same. You're not going through a simulation or anything, you know, everything will stay the same. And yeah, that's literally it. Like, that's what I wanted to say. I wanted to say, because obviously there's going to be loads of videos on YouTube and stuff, especially like now, about like how to start working out in January, how to start your fitness journey through the year, like I don't know, how to write a diary, all this like, obviously everyone knows how to write a diary, not the point. The point is that I just don't, like, I know in myself that I put a lot of pressure on myself, and now that it's new year, it's all kind of topped a level, so it's all kind of got, you know, much kind of more pressure that I'm putting on myself, especially to start working out, even though I'm already working out, but like to start like pushing myself even more, and like going like heavier on the weights and stuff, and like trying to diet more. And I'm telling you guys, don't do that, but like still in myself I'm like, come on, you need to do that. But it's all in your head, so nothing will change next year unless you want it to change. So unless you start a new habit like reading, nothing will change, you know. You'll stay the same person, you won't go to a different world like Mars or anything, everything will stay the same. So just reassure yourself, and like there will be loads of videos everywhere which are telling you to do this, do that in 2021. If you don't feel ready, please don't do it, because it's not fair for you to put more pressure on yourself than which has already been putting on you. Like in school there's loads of pressure, especially with like exams, and like because it's just been like Christmas, they want to do Christmas exams and all this stuff. Don't put added pressure on yourself when it's not needed. And I should be telling myself this, because literally everything that I've said not to do, I'm like thinking and like doing right now. But yeah, like guys, especially with like the toxic people kind of thing, like if it's a family member, for example, and if you still want to talk to them and you still want to keep contact with them, then do that. Like don't listen to people who are like, yeah, like completely cut contact off with them, especially with like boys or like girls or like people that you're talking to that are toxic. If you don't feel ready to stop talking to them, please don't, because it will just make your mental health go like straight down, knowing that they're completely gone. And yeah, people are like, oh yeah, this is like great, but seriously, trust me, if you don't feel ready, please don't, because you'll only regret it in the long run. Okay guys, so another thing is to not compare yourself with other people on social media and like how amazing their life is. Like this is not just to do with the new year, it's to do with like any day of the year. And like there's a lot of like influencers out there, and like they look perfect, and like they've got perfect hair, and they're really pretty, and like their makeup's nice, and you like their style and all this stuff, and you constantly compare yourself to them. And I know I do, and it's so normal. Like don't worry about it. You are valued, and you are important, and you are loved, and you don't need to compare yourself to like people who have 10 million followers and who look like they have the most perfect life, because you know you are perfect just the way you are. You don't need to try and change yourself for other people to like you. You don't need to do any of that. Like if you are happy like with your own skin and you're happy with yourself, as you should be, like even if you aren't, you should be, just stop comparing, because it's not good for your mental health at all. It's not good for like body positivity, it's not good for any of that. And you know, like once you start comparing yourself, and like once you start being like, oh my god, like I wish I looked like her, like I wish I had her hair colour, and then you dye your hair so it's the same hair colour, oh, I wish I had his body, and then you start working out like progressively, like really highly, putting too much pressure on yourself to try and look like that like fitness influencer and all this kind of stuff. Just, it's really not worth it. It's not, because there's going to be people all around you looking up to you, and I promise you there's at least one person that is near you and like in this world that will look up to you. And you might not think it, and you might be like, oh my god, that's so not true, like who on earth would look up to me? But I promise you that they do. And I know that, like, I think like that. I feel like, oh, like who would like want to be me, like who would want to look up to me and all this kind of stuff. But then like people were like, Rose, like I look at you so much, like you're literally such a nice person and all this kind of stuff. And then once you surround yourself with those kind of thoughts, and like when people tell you like, we like look up to you, like we love you, like you're important, you literally start to believe it. And I like now, like a few people have told me, oh yeah, like I look up to you so much, like I wish I was you and all this kind of stuff. It really made me think and now start believing that I am important, I'm like valued, I am like special to be here and all this kind of stuff. And what I'm trying to say is that by not comparing yourself to other people, when you start telling yourself like I am like important, I'm here for a reason, all this kind of stuff, you start to believe it. And then that's when you start to become confident, and the comparing thing completely goes out the window, because you feel happy with your own skin, you feel happy with yourself. And if you really want to start the body confidence and the right mindset, then just say to yourself each day, hang on, I'll put it in the screen for you. Sorry, I actually wrote them down, I wrote them down like a few weeks ago, because I was like, come on Rose, like we need to start this confidence in yourself. So I wrote them down, and these are what I tell myself every morning or night time or whatever best suits you. Okay, this is like third person, so like me telling you, but you can change the you are to I am. Okay, you are loved, you are special, you are beautiful, you are valued, you are needed, you have purpose, you are strong, and someone on this earth smiles because of you. And once you start telling yourself those each day, then you will start to see a different kind of aspect on life. And this is not just because we're going to the new year, this is generally like any day of the year. And this is kind of something that I want to be talking about for like, I could talk about this forever, but like I just feel like it's really important to address it now. So if you write those down somewhere, it could be on your phone or whatever, or you could change it to your lock screen, so whenever you look at it, it's there and then you're looking at it. And then the more you say it and the more you read it and all this kind of stuff, you start to believe it. And you might think, oh my god, that's so not true, like Rose, what on earth are you talking about? But I promise you it is. And would you, I don't know, you don't need to buy new clothes, you don't need to buy new makeup, new hair, you don't need to change your hair colour or any kind of this stuff. Once you start loving yourself for who you are as a person, you find nothing to change about yourself. Because you might think, oh my god, my eyebrows on fleek today, you know, like I love how my hair's looking, I love my outfit choice, all this kind of stuff. And before you started developing this confidence, you would be like, oh my god, I hate my eyebrows, like what on earth is my hair, I wish I could change the colour, I need to find a new style. And guys, that's so not what life is about. Right, so this is a message I wrote to Maya, my best friend, and I'm gonna read it out to you guys, because I feel like this is a really important message that everyone should kind of hear. Okay, I said, it doesn't matter how much I tell you how beautiful you are, because it won't make a difference. It all starts from within. You have to believe it, and believe is in capitals with exclamation marks at the end. You have to believe it. It doesn't matter how many times I tell you, the only way you will learn to love yourself is accepting yourself for who you are. Everyone is unique and beautiful in their own ways, and when you learn to show off and love your body for who it is, I promise you'll see life for what it truly is. Not hating yourself every second of the day or worrying about what you look like, it's about taking a second to look around and see the tiniest details of the little things. How butterflies have their own unique pattern on their wings, and how zebra stripes are all different. You don't realise or notice any of those things because you are too conscious about yourself. Take a moment and just think about that. And I feel like that's a really important message for you all, because just constantly hating yourself every single second of the day, just, it's not what life's about, you know. There's so many little things you miss each day because you're constantly thinking about yourself and how you look and if people are judging you and all this kind of stuff. And guys, it's really not worth it, you know. You get one life at the end of the day. If you die, yeah, and you die, and then you're on your deathbed, and then there are people around you. This was in this motivational thing I heard, you might have heard it before, but if you were on your deathbed and there were literally people around you and you were like, what are you all here for? And they're like, we are what you could have been. And there could have been, I don't know, whatever you want to be when you're older. So for example, I want to be like an interior designer and start my own business. One of them could have been an interior designer who's really famous and, you know, has their own business. And then another one could have been a famous YouTube channel, like my famous YouTube channel, all this kind of stuff. And then another person could have been my dream body. And all around me are those people that I could have been, but I chose not to be because I was too wrapped up in my own thoughts, and I completely shut everything out, and I missed the opportunities and what I could have done. So yeah, that basically has literally nothing to do with New Year, but I feel like it's a really important message for you all, and you all really need to just take a minute and just think about that, because you probably haven't thought about it that much, because if you constantly do it you just kind of think it's normal, but it's not. And you know, like, there are people around you that love you, they're here for you and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, so guys, just think about that. Okay, right, so I'm gonna just go through, like, I'm just gonna wrap up what I said in this video, because I've kind of forgotten most of it myself, and there were some really important messages in there for you all. So I started off by talking about how don't put so much pressure on yourself in the new year. Like, it's just like a few numbers on a piece of paper, or like in the world, which they might not even be real, you know, like someone might have made these up. So don't put so much pressure on yourself, and don't get nervous about the new year, because it's just another Saturday, it's just another day, like it's nothing to be worried about. And then I said don't put too much pressure on yourself, like forcing yourself to go to the gym, removing toxic people from your life when you feel like you're not ready to let go yet, because you're like surrounded by people like let go of them, like all this kind of stuff. So don't put so much pressure on yourself in the new year, because again, it's just a Saturday, it's just some numbers on a piece of paper. Like, guys, it's gonna be all right, you know. And then I don't know that and then I was talking about how you need to stop comparing yourself to other people, especially fitness influencers and just general influencers, how you shouldn't compare yourselves to them, because you are worth so much more than just constantly comparing yourself and all this kind of stuff. And then you kind of can remember what I said like 5 minutes ago. But yeah, so I feel like this is a really important video for me to have made, and I wanted to make it for a really long time, so I'm really glad I've made it for you all. If you're watching this and it's already been 2021, you've already had like your New Year's Eve kind of thing, and it's like a few days into the new year, then don't worry about it. You know, you can take this video away with you now, and you can think about what you can do to stop all this like pressure and everything. So yeah, this is going to be the end of the intro. So this intro that you're seeing now, well, it would start the video, you're never going to see that again, because that's a Christmas one, and we're moving on to a new intro. So the next video, I'm not sure what it's going to be, I haven't planned it yet, but I got a message and they were like, do a try on haul, because I like those. So I don't know, I'll see. I have actually got some moon transformation videos that I'm supposed to be uploading, which are already edited, they're just set on private, so I think I'll upload those next. So the next videos you'll probably see on my room transformation. Please bear in mind that these were filmed at least 3 months ago, so the reason why I've been going to school and I'm in my school uniform is because they were filmed a really long time ago. So yeah, that's why, to just clear that up for you. So yeah, this will be the end of the video. I really hope that like you can take some of this stuff that I've said away with you, and you can kind of look at life a bit differently. all the best for the new year. I hope all you and your family and your friends are safe and okay. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. Please make sure to give a like, and we've finally hit 200 subscribers. We have finally hit 200 subscribers, and I'm so happy because 100 subscribers was literally like, I wanted to get to 100 subscribers at the end of this year, and we doubled that. So I'm really grateful, and I'm so happy. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And yeah, have a lovely new year, and I will see you guys next Monday. I'll see you guys on Monday, so that'll be 2 days away. So bye all.